like to change today?
Could it be anything?
It can be anything.
I would like to be more like a hummingbird.
You would like to be more like a hummingbird. So as you're more like a hummingbird, what would that do for you?
Well, first of all, hummingbirds have amazing energy. They are going and going, and they never stop. They're beautiful while they have the energy.
Excellent.
And they can go the distance, too. They go from South America to here to Alaska without a credit card.
So a hummingbird can go the distance. It has lots of energy.
Absolutely.
It's just going. What stops you from being the hummingbird now?
Well, nothing really. I don't see that there's a problem with being like a hummingbird, but I keep waiting for the hummingbird. There's a waiting thing going on.
Explain to me what you mean by that.
Well, they're not here yet. I haven't seen one yet.
So the energy comes in cycles. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And
well, here, they come to Florida, then they keep going north.
Okay, so I'm a little confused, Phyllis, I got to be honest. You want to be more like the hummingbird, and you just told me you know exactly what the hummingbird does and can do and how it operates. And you're also telling me that it only does that when it's in Florida?
No. It keeps doing it, but it just comes to Florida, so I'm waiting for it to come. So why do I have to wait?
I was just going to ask that. You just told that question from me. You just stole that question from me. That's right. So you're not going to really be a hummingbird, right? You're just going to replicate the qualities of a hummingbird. And since you know what they are, even if they're in Australia or someplace else, can you imagine that?
Yes.
And replicate that for yourself? So as you are replicating the energy, going the distance, doing all of that stuff, just as a hummingbird does it, what's that going to do for you?
Well, if I was to say, for me in particular, it would be that it would give me something that I don't see in myself yet.
It would give you something you don't see in yourself yet. What do you want to see in yourself? What will you need to see in yourself to let you know that you've got those qualities?
So that would give me those qualities that we said about the hummingbird, that I have endless energy, that my wings are flapping gently all the time, and that the body, mind, and spirit have been connected, so that whatever wisdom comes up, you know it.
Do you want that hummingbird quality all the time? Or do you want it just at specific times?
That's a good question. I think that I need it certain times.
I was going to ask, do you want hummingbird energy when you're going to sleep at night?
Well, hummingbirds, actually, when they go to sleep, they're very vulnerable because they're not flapping their wings. And so they have to be very small and inconspicuous.
And when they're small and inconspicuous, it doesn't take their drive or their energy away from them, does it?
No.
When they're being small and inconspicuous, they're kind of shutting down the energy,
Right.
bringing it in so that they can rest and
Absolutely.
sleep, right?
That's their purpose. Yeah, they have to rest.
So is it okay when you're going to sleep that you're that hummingbird as well?
It could be, but I'd like to be able to have the choice, because I'd like to be able to say that now I'm the hummingbird. I need that energy, and if I'm ready to move on, then I can be another bird.
So now that you can use your imagination and be that any place, what's stopping you from having that choice all the time?
Nothing.
Having that choice when you want it the most?
Nothing.
How will you know when you want to make that choice?
How will I know when I would make that choice? Well, I should make that choice or could make that choice.
When you want to make that
I'm not
choice?
sure how I would know. I would just know.
You would just know. You kind of have that internal
Absolutely.
idea. And just know. And so what is your first step for becoming more like the hummingbird?
Waking up the hummingbird in me.
And how are you going to wake the hummingbird up in you?
I'm going to call it to me.
call it to you. Explain that to me, would you? Just, or give me an example. You do the mind, body, energy stuff really well. Do you mind sharing that with me, how you'll
No,
call up that hummingbird?
I will create a ritual in the morning, and when I wake up, I'll look for the hummingbird.
And does the hummingbird have to be in Florida?
No.
How are you going to find the hummingbird? You're going to wake up in the morning and look for
I'm going
it.
to use my imagination.
And how will that work for you?
Well, I love studying about hummingbirds. So I have a lot of pictures of the hummingbirds, and when they do come, it's a wonderful presence. But I've seen them enough, and I have a friend that actually has tagged them, and some of the birds that were in our area were found in Alaska. So I have a real good, vivid imagination of, wow, how did that little teeny bird get from here all the way to Alaska without a car, without a credit card, without anything but their own will? It's so amazing.
And so as you're imagining the hummingbird and really honing in and connecting to the will to do it by choice, how does that feel to you?
Great.
It does feel good, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So I'm going to ask some silly questions real
Okay.
quick. What do you need in a job for the job to be really enjoyable for you?
Freedom.
Freedom. Ooh, just like the hummingbird, don't you think? Yeah. How do you know you've done a good job at something?
How do I know I've done a good job? I would say that there is a presence in the individual or the people I'm with that shows me confidence and a loving connection.
So if I'm getting this right, okay, because I don't have all the answers, remember?
Yeah.
Do you need to see it, hear it, be told? How do you recognize that?
Oh no, I don't need to be told. Just that presence. Generally, the joy rises up in them, and they're showing it. It's there.
So let's imagine for a moment that you're waking up in the morning and you want to connect with a hummingbird. There's nobody there to give you that essence, so to speak. How are you just going to know it? How are you going to create that for yourself first thing in the morning?
I'll feel the joy rising in me.
Will you allow that joy to rise in you?
Yes.
How will you know that you have it? That joy rising
There's
up in
an
you.
energy that starts to, it's like a well.
Can you do that for me right now?
Yes, I can.
Show me. There it is. There it is. And as you open your
And
eyes,
then it rises up.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there aren't any hummingbirds out
Nope.
here. But you created it, right?
Yes.
All by yourself without even having to see any external control. Okay. In a friendship, what has to be there for it to be really worthwhile for you?
Trust,
Anything else?
love,
Love. What's your hobby?
parenting.
Parenting. Your own kids, other people's kids?
First my own and then everybody else's.
Okay.
I teach natural childbirth classes.
Oh, I see. Excellent.
And
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I'm around mothers and families and babies and children.
Wonderful. Wonderful. What's the most relaxing place you can think of?
A birth.
A birth. Excellent. So, you already have the answer, don't you? You already know how to do it, don't you? Would you like to solidify that with
Yes,
some?
I would.
Okay. So go ahead. Just make yourself comfortable. And Phyllis, I'm sure that you already know exactly how to do this. I just watched you do it. So do whatever you need or want to do to take yourself to that place of deep internal hypnosis. That's right. Taking in that nice deep breath. Just releasing any doubt or limits. Trusting yourself to go there now in the best way possible for you. That's right. And you can go as deep as you need to go for this today. Deep enough to use your imagination. And I'm wondering if you can just imagine a hummingbird. In any of the pictures that you have, And I'm wondering if you can enhance it, colorize it, add all the color, movement, sounds, love, trusting yourself to create that for yourself, having that image of the hummingbird right there in your mind. That's right. That nice deep breath that allows you to let the energy rise up in you. That's right. It feels so good, does it not? When you trust yourself to just allow that joy to rise up in you, borrowing those benefits from the hummingbird. That's right. If you don't mind, Phyllis, move into your future. Move into your future. Maybe it's tomorrow morning, maybe it's next week, maybe it's a month from now, where you know that you will want that energy to rise up in you. When you will want that beautiful ability to go the distance, to borrow those benefits from the hummingbird. Flapping your wings in the freedom of life. That's right. Fulfilling your life's purpose. Allowing that joy to show all over you. And you know, joy is contagious, and others will pick it up from you too. And I'm not sure if you take that into the birthing room with you, into birthing education, or you take that into a problematic place. You can take it in your future wherever you need it the most. Decide now that anytime you need it the most, anytime you need that energy, you need to be reminded of going the distance. You know that in your imagination, you are mind, body, spirit connected to the hummingbird. And your imagination is so wonderful that it can just bring that up, bring that to mind. And of course, Phyllis, all you have to do is take in that nice, deep breath, and in any way that works best for you, as quickly as it works best for you. Allow that to rise up in you, that joy, so that you can flap your wings and go off into the freedom of your life, because you can go the distance. And it feels so good. Take all the time that you need with that, Phyllis. And when you're ready to decide to tap into the energy of that hummingbird and use it for yourself, borrowing the benefits, when you decide that you are ready to do that now, tomorrow, next week, into your future, come all the way back and bring that ability all the way back with you, simply because it feels so good.
Amen, sister.
How does that feel? That feels great, does it not?
Yes, absolutely.
So, do you have any questions?
Not really.
Do you mind if anybody else has questions?
Sure.
Does anybody else have any questions? Would you like to ask Phyllis some questions? Do you have any questions about what we did or the technique?
So when you're taking her into that future place, are you actually having her do a mental rehearsal of the experience?
That's the future pacing there is, yes, now let's find a place in your future when you might need that. Future pacing is a wonderful thing. It's a way to test the ability. It's also a way to, as Zoilita said, have them rehearse actually using this. And so had she told me a problematic area, I might have said sometime in the future when you need to speak, or sometime in the future when you need to do this, or whatever she's talked about in the session. She didn't say any of that, right? So I just let her do it. I'm not going to suggest a time for her to do that. I'm just going to let her do it. And you, what did you come up with? Where did you go to in your future where you might need it the most?
Tomorrow, to the next moment, and every moment that followed.
And the other embedded suggestion there is so that you can use it when you need it the most. Mm-hmm. You can tap into that energy when you need it the most. I didn't give Phyllis any advice. I didn't solve Phyllis's problem. Who solved Phyllis's problem?
Phyllis.
Me.
Right. And did she already have the answer?
Mm-hmm.
She came in with the magic answer, didn't she?
Yes. And what was really great about what you did is you framed it, the same things that you were jotting down, but in a very loving, trusting, and joyful way.
Because you
know,
said
so,
trust and love.
Yeah. So you were reflecting. It was a reflection And that reflection was very uplifting as well. So it almost was a big hug to me. And that's very secure when we're working with each other. Thank you.
You're very welcome. You were a great demo subject.
Yes.
Thank you, Phyllis, very much. I appreciate you.